because you're certainly not expected to go backward on 2nd and inches. Now you're bringing up 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You're probably going to throw the football because, truthfully, that's the NFL way. Very few teams run the ball in 3rd and short situations nowadays.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw, and that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, set. And Lobo. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And this is Cook with the grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens could wrap up this first half at a strong 7-1 with a victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Texans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. Walls. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, they stop it behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cohen. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Patterson on the draw play. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 10-7, 2:15 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, and he finds Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. He's back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final minute, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Trubisky now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Sometimes it comes down to one final play, a dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win a game. But behind closed doors at night as they're going to sleep, they do think about those dramatic endings. And how about that one? Go up and get it, Hail Mary, and sprint to the locker room with a victory that you didn't look like you were going to get.
That is the epitome of the highest high and the lowest low in the game of football. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a